Earlier, the wedding venues were usually a foreign location to boast about a destination wedding. But now, is India becoming the go-to wedding destination? Is there a trend emerging that young Indian couples and families are opting for a destination wedding but within the Indian territory? Let's try and understand what is happening in the wedding industry in today's episode of Homeland. 2023 started with actor Atiya Shetty and cricketer KL Rahul's wedding. They chose Father Sunil Shetty's Khandala farmhouse. It was then followed by Mehak Malhotra and Kiara Advani getting married in the royal setting of Jaisalmer's Suryagarh Palace. The year ended with actor Parineeti Chopra and politician Raghav Chadha taking the fairas at the luxurious Leela Palace in Udaipur. Her cousin sister in 2018, remember, Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas also chose the desert state in India, unlike some of her contemporaries' choices of destination weddings abroad. Celebrities have helped boost weddings in India by not jetting off anymore, most likely to exotic locations like Italy or Thailand, but exploring across India. What could possibly be the reasons for this? Not that those destinations are off the table anymore, of course not. But there is a noticeable change, as even the financially elite are opting for a Desi venue to take their fairas. Also in 2021, Vicky Kaushal and Katrina Kaif chose Savai Madhopur. Cricketer Hardik Pandya and Natasha Stankovic made it official in Udaipur. So clearly Rajasthan remains the top favourite, and rightly so, for the colour, the vibrancy and the history that it brings to the table. And also a message here. Let's promote India for the big important celebrations of our lifetime. And let's accept it. Famous faces do bring an influence as well of a trend. They also encourage others to follow. Could this also be one of the trends that we are looking at? I'm doing this video for a reason. Because in the past few days, there has been a conversation of this trend emerging. The conversation escalated when industry's recently married couple, Rakul Preet Singh and Jackie Bhagnani, shifted their ceremony, which was almost planned for overseas, to Goa. Many were caught by surprise. And according to reports, the reason appeared that after Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged rich and influential Indians to choose India as the venue for their big life event, this couple also decided to take the step. And one can safely say, this dreamy beachside ceremony of the couple could easily rival those in Bali or the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
People are choosing India as a destination for a lot of reasons. I mean, like, Indian hospitality is unparalleled. I mean, nobody can compete in the world in terms of the hospitality. And when it comes to the weddings, I mean, most of the hotels over here expertise in, offering a lot of additional services which a wedding guest require. That's why, some of the most renowned celebrities like Priyanka Chopra, Nick Jonas, Katrina Kaif, Alia Bhatt, Ranbir, Sid, Kiara, all of them have chosen, India as a destination.
The upcoming big wedding of the year, possibly without a doubt, is the Ambani wedding. Now, one is bound to expect grandeur at this big wedding. Mukesh Ambani, after all, is the richest Indian as mentioned in the Forbes real-time billionaire list in 2024. But I'm sure you've also noticed how apart from the big wedding, the family has also ensured contribution to the Indian economy and upliftment of the artisans based in Gujarat and across the country. Locally trained artists are preparing gifts for the VVIP guests expected. Construction and renovation of temples in Jamnagar and across the state. Serving a meal to the villagers where the wedding will be hosted. It's a good message, showcasing Indian values of sharing happiness with one and all ahead of the big day. In an exclusive interview with India Today television, here's why Jamnagar, Gujarat was chosen for the big Ambani merchant wedding.
मेरी दादी का जन्मभूमि जामनगर, मेरे पापा और दादा का कर्मभूमि जामनगर है। मैं यहाँ पला हूँ और मैं यहाँ बड़ा हुआ हूँ, तो ये तो हमारे सौभाग्य की बात है कि हम ये करें। और प्रधानमंत्री साहब ने अगर बोला कि शादी आप जितने भी हो सके उतना वेड इन इंडिया करिए, उससे बड़ा क्या चीज़, खुशी की बात है हम हमारे देश में शादी करें।
And remember that most of these weddings being organized in India are not really toned down in case you thought money is the issue after pandemic. All these weddings were quintessential Indian which means all the band, baja, barat, all the aspects of dhol and dance and the grandeur, and also a star-studded reception for the celebrities in Mumbai. Luxury hotels in India are rolling out packages for the wedding ceremonies, and that's running into crores of rupees for those who can afford. I spoke to Praveen Khandelwal, the Secretary General of Confederation of All India Traders, the CAIT. He said the projected trade influx this year is $5.5 trillion during the ongoing wedding season, spanning from 15th January to 15th July. Listen in to what he said.
अभी 15 जनवरी से लेकर के 15 जुलाई तक का शादियों का सीजन एक बड़ा व्यापार लेकर के आ रहा है। इस पूरे 6 महीने के सीजन में लगभग 42 लाख शादियां होंगी और जिससे लगभग 5.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए का व्यापार देश के बाजारों में होगा और फिर यही रुपया बाजार में दोबारा रोटेट होगा।
According to this recent report in The Guardian, India now spends over $75 billion on weddings every year, making it the 4th largest industry in the country. And if these weddings are mainly in India here on, one can imagine the boost that the economy of the country will get. But let me be honest here. While I love these grand weddings in and across India, which is a personal choice, of course, I truly appreciate the simplicity that some celebrities have also chosen recently and in India. That also sends out an important message, isn't it? For example, in 2021, actor Yami Gautam and director Aditya Dhar received praise for opting to get hitched in a simpler, traditional ceremony in Himachal Pradesh. The ceremony was clearly rooted in culture, highlighting togetherness, and was not about the splendor or show-off about the money. The latest wedding that captured all our hearts, and I'm sure you loved it too, was actors Randeep Hooda and Lynn Lystrom, keeping it real. Simple, traditional Meitei ceremony in the heart of Manipur's Imphal. They even met those who have been affected by the ongoing violence in the state. Didn't we just love these images of color, chemistry, and no unnecessary shosha? It was refreshingly different from the usual big band baja barat that we have been used to. Listen in now to makeup artist Garima Yadav. She's based in Gurugram, travels across the country for the clients. I asked her if she has noticed a change in how the new age Indian bride wants to dress up when the weddings are in the country.
We have seen a huge change in the trend of the outfits. They're using a lot of pastel colors. They're using very, very light lehengas, unlike earlier. But there's a very beautiful thing to observe over here is that they still want to keep our Indian culture intact.
If you really look closely, we have the majestic palaces to historic forts to now swanky banquet halls in every neighborhood in Delhi, NCR and other cities, catering to every budget bracket that you can afford. India has the beach and has the mountains. Tradition and warmth in the southern states to culturally rich northeastern states of the country. So you're really not short of destinations, and now the focus is also increasingly on the quality, the elegance that comes with the services. And if you want to go grand, there is that option too. The government has realized that this deserves a push. So the Ministry of Tourism has highlighted the slogan, India Says I Do campaign. Now let's hope the organized industry gets more support, more cohesion by the government as well, so India can become that big wedding destination for the world. Before I conclude, you may think that Indians are opting for their own country. That shouldn't be a big deal. But there is a global messaging to it. In December 2021, German national Chris Muller got married in a traditional Hindu wedding ceremony to his Russian origin spouse. Muller is a man of wealth, of luxury homes, expensive cars, but he found spiritual peace in India. The couple decided to get married in the Sarudia village in Himmatnagar in Gujarat with all the traditional Indian rituals. Think of the boost this sends about India to the world. And there are many such cases. This is not an isolated one that has emerged in the past few years. And it is not just about money, really. It is also about the experience that you can enjoy at a wedding in India. Apart from the traditional ceremony, there is bangle making, block printing, making your own perfume or itr locally at these weddings. There are customized pop-up stalls that the clients have decided to book for their wedding ceremony in India. And that is to make the day more immersive and inclusive for one and all. So weddings may be simple or grand, There are always ways to make it bigger and better or subtle and stylish. But as more couples opt for India to take the big step in their life, it is proving to be a boost to Indian culture, economy, and the value that the wedding industry has to offer. Can we call this as an awakening too? Thank you for watching.